Vernal Edge is a stylish action game with expressive combat and a vast world to explore. Combat and movement are some of the most important aspects of the game, so in this video we hope to help you get well on your way to mastering the currently available Vernal Edge Kickstarter demo. First of all, to pause the game you can press start on controller or escape on the keyboard. From there, you can navigate the menu tabs by using the left or right bumpers or Q and E on keyboard. From the options menu you can change screen resolution, enable full screen, change your key bindings, adjust sound and music, and disable the game's pop-up tutorials. Since all the actions in the game are rebindable, from now on I won't be referring to specific inputs. The remainder of this video will be split into two parts, the basics and advanced. If you've already read and understood everything in the in-game tutorials, then you can skip to the advanced section with the timestamps in the description. You can perform a wall jump once in the air by pressing the jump button while moving towards a wall, allowing you to jump upwards or away from the wall depending on the direction you hold afterwards. In addition to walls, you can jump off of enemies too. To perform an air step off of an enemy, make sure you're overlapping the enemy and then press jump. You can do this any number of times in the air. To slide, press down and jump while in the air and perform a ground slam. If you land on a slope, you'll begin sliding. If you touch a wall or hold backwards, the slide will stop. You can even get some extra height if you jump straight up off of another slope while sliding. Swing poles can help you get to higher places. To grab one, simply touch it while falling. Once you've grabbed on, you can jump off of it or simply hold down to let go. If you're moving very quickly when you grab one, Vernal will perform a special animation swinging around the entire pole. If you jump during this time, Vernal will perform an extra long jump. If you see an enemy with a blue orb above their head, normal attacks will not stun them. This is called Poise. Only certain moves have the ability to break down enemy poise, so experiment and see what works. Generally speaking, pulse attacks and charge attacks, talked about later in this video, will break poise. By pressing the attack button repeatedly, you can perform a basic attack string. The last hit of the string actually deals poise damage. Holding up or down while performing a basic attack will actually perform different moves. These moves are different in the ground and in the air, so be sure to experiment. Holding down the attack button lets you perform a charged attack. A unique charge attack is performed depending on the direction you're holding and whether or not you're in the air. Charge attacks will always deal poise damage, but they take a little time to charge up and leave you vulnerable for longer. You can cast a spell by holding a direction and pressing the spell button. Using spells costs mana, which you can see right under the health bar. If you run out of mana, you'll be unable to cast spells until the mana is fully recharged. Different spells have different properties and costs, so be sure to use all of them and see which ones work for you. You can change which spells are bound to which directions in the pause menu. Lastly, pulse attacks. As you hit enemies with your sword, your pulse meter builds up, seen to the left of your health bar. Once you have enough, you can throw out an ethereal sword and mark an enemy. If you press the button again while you aren't holding any directions, the sword will come back to you. But if you are holding a direction, you'll spend your pulse meter to perform a pulse attack. These attacks have a variety of effects and some even deal poise damage, so don't forget to use all of them. The sword will automatically return if the enemy dies, goes too far off screen, or you run out of pulse points. Also keep in mind, while you have an enemy marked, you're unable to gain more pulse. While on the ground, you can press the block button to block damage in the direction that Vernal is facing. In addition to nullifying an enemy attack, every attack you block fills your pulse meter by a small amount. If you attack right after a successful block, you'll perform a special poise-breaking counterattack. Dashing is a great option for safely removing yourself from a bad situation. Dashing gives you a quick boost as well as making you invincible for a short time. Doing well in combat will cause the bloom meter to increase. Once it gets high enough, it will become visible in the top left corner of the screen, right under the health bar. If you accumulate enough bloom by attacking enemies aggressively and not taking damage, you'll reach V rank. While the bloom meter is in V rank, you will passively regenerate pulse and mana, as well as gain access to bloom cancels. To perform a bloom cancel, press the bloom button while in V rank and Vernal's current action will be immediately interrupted, allowing you to string together quick hits. Be careful however, because using bloom cancel subtracts from the bloom meter. Use it too often and you'll put yourself back in A rank. If you press down right before an enemy attack hits you, you'll parry it. A successful parry against a melee attack will deal a moderate amount of damage and 1 poise damage to the attacker, as well as give you a large amount of bloom and pulse. If a projectile is parried, however, the bloom and pulse are still received, but no damage is dealt to the attacker. Parries cannot be performed while blocking or dashing. In Vernal Edge, certain actions cancel others. Knowing which actions cancel which will help you construct more effective combos. The dash can cancel all normal attacks and spells. Blocking, ground slam, pulse sword throw, and initiating a pulse move can cancel all normal attacks, all spells, and all charge attacks. Bloom cancels are even more effective, allowing almost any action to be interrupted. And with that, we've gone over everything you need to know to navigate the environment and fight enemies successfully. If you're interested in supporting Vernal Edge, check out our Kickstarter campaign, which runs until June 19th. Follow us on Twitter or join our Discord to keep up to date, and of course, try the demo for yourself. Find links to all of this in the description below, and go make some cool combos.